days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And it's a touchdown. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But, man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Grenard able to record his 5th sack of the season. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Wentz on 3rd down. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
Play action. Now Wentz. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 21 more yards.
On play action, Wentz. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Wentz. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Here's Gibson to start the drive. A good move, but not much room to run. Brought down at the 5. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, Gibson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition so great, and going back essentially to the 4th century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about it. I remember the Lions jumping out the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Yeah, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The Lions at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They're really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now. And I would not want to face them come playoff time.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there.
That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Back to throw here, Herbert. There again is Cooks, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
On first and 10, it's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
First thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, here's Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So first and 10 now from the 30. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Anderson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
They find some open field here.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in there by Cooks.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 5 now.
It's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. Now the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On play action, it's Wentz. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
2nd and 5 now.
Herbert. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
Herbert's pass complete to Antonio Gibson. It's a gain of 6. First down, Tennessee.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
53 yards on the ground for him so far. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but What do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league can support it quite well, where you can move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Herbert off of play action. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read. And almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And some room to work.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Second down, here's Gibson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 in this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now Sam Sloman is on. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
The goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On first down, Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wentz now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Wentz. Caught by Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
Now they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Third quarter of a two-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And there was some run the downside to blitzing during the rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. Possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 43-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 69 yards.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
The slot man in motion right.
They'll run with Gibson. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Dobbins, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
For the lead, here's third and goal. Dobbins once more, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
That was a huge play on third down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action. Now Wentz. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The football, and the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Flushed out right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Herbert going to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan
from 10 yards out.
And the Texans have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A solid stiff arm. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, it took us a...
My Brooklyn, cause he shot rock, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates.